All right, everybody, happy Tuesday. We're going to get into working on our multi-genre unit. We're going to continue on with poetry. We're going to spend a little bit of time on poetry, and then we'll move on into our final genre and get working on our multi-genre project. For those of you that are new to our class, make sure that you open up your writer's notebook, and I'll show you where that is again. And everybody needs to start working through that. So if you had a hard time keeping up with that in the first semester, do what you can. I understand it's a lot to ask to do everything, but if you could do at least what you can right now, that'll make your life a whole lot easier when we finally get to the project. All right, so if you're new to our class, we're going to click on multi-genre project. We're going to click on the writer's notebook folder, and you'll have the assignment that says due Friday, but I'm going to change it. It'll be due this Friday. Like they're due every single Friday, but the link is always the same. And then you have my writer's notebook examples. So if you want to look at how I did some of the assignments, you can open up mine and click on the corresponding assignment. But clicking on the writer's notebook assignment, you will click on the PowerPoint and it'll open it up, and it looks like a notebook, and it's got different assignments for each day. So we'll still continue on with our writer's notebook checks. But for now, those of you that haven't accessed it yet, just see if you can open up, look at it, and do what you can. Some of the things require you to read a few things, but some of them are pretty easy. All right, so for today, there is an Edpuzzle video that you're going to go through when you click on what makes a poem a poem. It's about a 5-minute video, but there are some questions embedded in it, and it is for a daily grade, so you need to complete that first. It's basically just reminding yourself what poetry is, what can a poem be, and so you'll pay attention to like maybe a minute or so at a time before there's a question that you need to answer, and then you'll keep going through it, okay? And it's already in the grade book, so once you complete it, for the most part, I want to say you should have a grade by the end of it. If not, you should have one no later than tomorrow. So once you've gone through that, we're going to review the Chinese female Kung Fu superheroes. If you guys remember from our superheroes unit back in December, this was one of the choices on the text set. So for those of you that have read it, you'll just reread it one more time. If you haven't read it yet, no worries. Think about what you learned in your Edpuzzle video, and then you're going to complete your annotations. They're basically just things on the right-hand side of the document. So the poem is on the left, and on the right side, you'll have some things I want you to consider. So after you read through it, what do you notice about how the poem is organized, and how many stanzas are there? And if you're not sure what a stanza is, I went ahead and linked a source here for you to kind of read some information about what a stanza is. And I've done that for every single question. So if you're not sure what literary devices are, if you don't remember what they are, you can just go to this site right here and read some notes on different types of literary devices. So I'm asking, which one do you notice here? Right, the metal of swords clang. The body moves with the precision of a praying mantis striking its prey. And then based on the descriptions in 5 and 6, you'll notice how they repeat, right? Chinese female Kung Fu superheroes are this, or they never give up. What are the character traits of them? And if you don't remember that, that's also hyperlinked. And then the last 2 stanzas really give you the kind of moral of the story, or the theme, or the lesson. What message are we trying to get here, right? Think about what you know about stereotypes, or what you know about superheroes, especially female superheroes. But what's interesting about Chinese female Kung Fu superheroes, and thinking about like what that has us think about in terms of the human condition, right? So you'll just type in some notes. There's no right or wrong answer, but definitely use the resources that are linked in here for you today. And both of these are daily grades. And if you are on Zoom today, we are going to complete some of this together. So, for example, I might give a couple of responses or answers in today's Zoom that I don't give obviously on this video. So make sure you start coming to the Zoom meetings, because a lot of the times I'm probably going to give you a couple of answers that will help you in the right direction that you might not get if you're not able to join Zooms. If you are in need of regaining credit for the first semester, those contracts will be sent this week. But if you've already emailed me about it, there's a few of you that have already reached out wanting to make sure that you regain credit. Yours will be sent to you no later than tomorrow. Okay, everybody else, you might get yours by the end of the week. The deadline to do any sort of makeup work or grade contract is January 26th, because after that, Schoology will wipe out all of your first semester stuff. If you haven't taken your semester exam, you can still take that. You do need to arrange a time with me, but again, it has to be done before January 26th. So there's hope for those of you that really want to make sure that you earn credit for this class, okay? I know a lot of us are wanting to start off this semester on the right foot, but that doesn't mean the first semester is a lost cause if you were not successful, okay? All right, so today, just two things. Both of them are daily grades, the Edpuzzle video, and then your poetry annotation assignment, which we'll work on a couple of things together during our Zoom meeting. Okay, have a great Tuesday, everybody. And if you have questions, email me. If not, we'll see you tomorrow.